Welcome to my internship week 3. We found a baby bird in our backyard, so we called a bunch of wildlife places and they told us to try to get the bird back in its nest. Of course, you can't touch the bird with your bare hands, so we used gloves, and the bird was very nervous, so then we tried to use a towel picking it up, and this was more successful. It was very difficult to get the bird back in its nest because there were a lot of branches in the way and I didn't want to disturb the other birds, and I also didn't want to risk toppling the nest over itself. So it turns out I was too short, so I got my dad to come help. And he had some trouble at first too, but then we eventually found a different angle, which helped. When he put the bird back in its nest, the other babies started making a lot of noise, which alerted the mother.
Are there other babies?
And we were scared that she might try to attack us, so we tried to get out of the way as quickly as possible.
He left the cloth there. He's over there. So are we just gonna let the bird keep the towel?
Yeah. Okay. We'll come back to the towel tomorrow, okay? Turn it up now.
Now for beekeeping. So I noticed there were a bunch of ants on the top of the hive this week, so I was just brushing them off there. And here we're smoking. And it was really helpful to use the hive tool to get some of the frames out this time. So in this frame you can see that there's a lot of pollen collection, and some of them also have white dots, which are little eggs. So that frame is still in the beginning stages. This next frame is more mature. It has a lot more capped cells, which means there are bees that are almost ready to hatch. And there's also some nectar collection, which you can see in the cells that glisten a bit in the video. And most of the frames look like one of those two examples. They're either in the earlier stages of development or later, and hopefully in a few weeks we'll start to see hatched cells after they've been capped of baby bees. They still have a long way to go in this hive body. There's still like 4 frames that they haven't built comb yet on. So we're not going to add the second hive body for another few weeks. But in a week or 2, we might open up the opening on the bottom to a more open setting so that they can fly in and out of the hive more freely. And here we are closing up the hive and adding some more sugar water. And that's it.